Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Susie and this is the Mindful Minute. Today I'm going to talk about living with the coronavirus. How do we live? We will live best if we live with wisdom, grounded optimism, and active hope. These are natural resiliencies that each of us possess to a degree. They are called upon and honed during crisis situations, of which this is one. We are being given the opportunity of developing these strengths to use in our own lives and to enhance the lives of those all around us in our greater community. We are being drawn into a new sense of community as a result. The dark dynamic that helps us to develop these abilities is uncertainty. Uncertainty isn't always dark, but we imagine it to be so when we are amid seeming ruin. I will begin with a few words about wisdom. As social scientists, we recognize two kinds of wisdom, general and personal. This is important to distinguish here because our situation with the coronavirus is collective. This is not to minimize the personal experience, but it's a pandemic that affects all humans. Our personal wisdom is necessary for our own reflection, but our living, our lives, are collective. And so the wisdom that we would apply here would be general. General wisdom is about basic and practical things of life. In this case, developing awareness of ourselves as potential carriers of the virus is wisdom. It is practical to make certain that we are not passing it around. When we participate in the guidance for health and safety, we are participating in the general wisdom of our community. In a time when it is easy to be afraid, we can instead be wise and be optimistic. Optimism, like other dynamics of positive psychology, benefits from clarified definition. Optimism is best if it is grounded. For example, I was optimistic as a very young child that I would grow up to become a professional ballerina. That was not grounded. My stubby little feet could barely hold up my fat little legs. Grounded optimism evaluates the situation so that it has ground to stand on. We have much ground to stand on with the coronavirus. It may be with us now, but our human history has demonstrated that we will find ways to address it and to live through it. Using grounded optimism in each of our own lives will help us in solving the problem of design as we move forward. It is certainly okay for us to shoot for the North Star in this optimism, but only if we recognize that no ships ever made it there, just many other important ports along the way, grounded. And finally, hope. More accurately, active hope. Active hope is not a naive belief that things will get better. It is a working together to make things better. We gain hope when we act. Hope is a confident expectation that all will turn out well despite the uncertainty. It becomes viable hope as we possess a willingness to take forms of action toward this end. This might be a simple action of staying home, wearing a mask in public, or sharing food with a local blessing box or food bank. These simple and useful actions build hope within us. And this hope is grounded in our willingness to participate in the solutions. When we couple wisdom, grounded optimism, and active hope, we will collectively find our way together of how we will live with the coronavirus. There is something very fulfilling and satisfying about being part of such wisdom, part of such optimism, and part of such active hope. Reflect. How are you honing these resiliencies in your own life during this set-apart time? Thank you for listening and for doing your best. Together, we will become even better than before. This Mindful Minute brought to you by Farmington Recreation Department and Susie Sanders. So bye for now, and remember, Don't forget to look for the helpers.